Depuis maintenant près de 6 ans, j'accompagne des femmes du monde entier vers le docteur Veronikis pour retirer des bandelettes pour incontinence et des implants de mèche qui ont bouleversé leur vie. Et à chaque fois, je vois des sourires renaître, des regards qui s'éclairent et des corps et des vies réparés. Ce podcast, c'est plus que des témoignages. C'est un hommage à leur courage et à l'homme qui redonne l'espoir, un geste à la fois. Alors écoutez pour mieux comprendre et surtout partagez, en hommage à toutes ces femmes et à celui qui change des vies dans l'ombre depuis toujours. Bienvenue dans la saison 2, dans la maison des Améchés.
Merci d'être là aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, on démarre la saison numéro 2 des podcasts dans le salon. L'année 2025, je démarre avec le groupe 41, un groupe vraiment spécial. J'accueille dans ma maison des femmes de France, des femmes du Québec, des femmes de l'Espagne et du Portugal et du Royaume-Uni. Merci Elisabete d'accepter de faire l'entrevue avec moi sur le divan. Donc pour cette entrevue, naturellement, Elisabete parle portugais et anglais. Donc je vais utiliser mon anglais qui n'est pas parfait, mais je vais faire l'entrevue en anglais avec Elisabete. Donc, hi Elisabete.
Hi Cynthia, thank you for having me.
Thank you to accept to have the interview with me on the couch. Elisabete, where are you from?
So my name is Elisabete and I'm 54 years old and I'm Portuguese, so I come from Portugal, but I have lived in the United Kingdom for the last 34 years.
Okay, and so tell me how you discovered Dr. Veronikis and how you made your choice to come here.
Yes. So basically, when I was 40, I started to have stress incontinence, and I think that 40 years old, I'm still a very young lady, and that really upset me and frustrated me. So I had a mesh fitted in, and at the time I didn't ask for questions, I didn't look for questions, I didn't question the doctors. They told me this was the best I could do for myself and my health, and I went for it. And since then, after a couple of years, I started to have pain and my health was debilitating.
Did you know that it was the mesh?
No, I never linked my pains with the mesh. I've continued working. I adapt my work.
What kind of work you do?
I'm a housekeeper, so okay. I'm very physical.
Yes.
But I always adapt. But there was mornings that, yes, I had to take painkillers to be able to cope with my day.
What kind of pain?
Well, anti-inflammatories, so ibuprofen.
What kind of pain?
The pains my symptoms were loss of flexibility. My legs, I could not bend over. Very difficult to sit down, especially in hard surfaces. So I always say that if I was a secretary, I couldn't do my job because I couldn't be sitting down. So I could trot along, but sitting down is very, very painful. It was very painful.
Okay.
I stopped driving because I couldn't drive for a long time. And so it was over the last 7 years, it was really, really bad.
When you decide to come here, how you find it?
I didn't know nothing about it, and I thought my problem was to do with my spine. So I went to a private clinic for the back, and when I was talking with a chiropractic, I told them that I had a mesh. And he said, oh, you know that mesh, sometimes they can leave scar tissue in your body. And I thought, oh, and that is like a light bulb came on. And then I'd start to find out.
And you find
more and more.
Facebook
groups, gynecologist groups, urologist groups. And then I find out that in the UK, in 2018, mesh was stopped.
Yes.
So it was a lot of...
Your mesh was put in
2012.
UK? Okay, 12.
2012. So with all the research I done, I find out that 2018 all the mesh in the UK was stopped.
Yes.
So that to me was enough reason to say this was the bad. This was the culprit in my body.
Exactly.
So and then I look, and I found a group in Facebook where Dr. V was mentioning it all the time.
Many times, yes.
Many times.
I think it's in the same group I found Dr. V. Yes.
Maybe
a group in UK.
In a group in the UK.
Yes.
And so in this group, I very quietly just read the messages.
Yes.
I very quietly read the people were questioning things, people were answering things. I very quietly, over many months, I was reading the answers.
Yes.
And I just looked, because I didn't speak with no one. In particular, in the beginning, I was just assimilating all this information.
Yes, because at the beginning it's a lot.
It's a lot.
You don't know what kind of mesh I have and what kind of mesh you have?
You
had?
I had. So basically, when I did go in touch with Dr. Veronikis, the only information I had from my medical records it was an advantage.
Yes.
And he said advantage, it might be a TVT.
Yes.
And he was right. It is a TVT, or it was a TVT.
Yes, it's kind of TVT, a retropubic sling.
But obviously...
So he removed that by the abdomen?
Yes.
Yes, and by the vagina?
And by the vagina. And it removed the whole mesh.
Yes.
And I mean, I'm over the moon with that. I'm over the moon, very, very happy.
So you decided to come to see Dr. V because you wanted the best doctor?
Of course.
Yes. And
of course.
Tell me, you talked to me yesterday about one girl who helped you a lot, and it's something that it helped you.
Yes. So from the beginning, I was very quietly just reading the messages, and then I was starting to put in one side women that had mesh removal in the UK, and then I started to put another side women that had mesh removal with Dr. Veronikis. And when you balance this, and by myself, without knowing anyone, I just see that Dr. Veronikis was such a good success, and women were very happy with the outcome.
Exactly.
And not so
less risk.
Yes, less risk, much better success. People was just telling that they were reliving their life again.
Yes.
And the people that had removed on the UK, they were still left with pain. The aftercare was not very good. They kept the catheters for so long. People are going to A&E. So I said, no, that's not what I want.
No.
I want something that is going to be the best of the best.
Yes, you did not want to ask you if you did the good choice. You cannot ask you the question now. You choose the best one.
Yes, I choose the best one. And then I start to look for people that came to see Dr. Veronikis not long time ago. I didn't want to speak with people that they've been here for 3-4 years. I want something now, which was actually still very raw. And then I spoke with 2 women that came with Cynthia.
Yes.
And that to me was a decision already.
Yes.
That was my decision. They were over the moon. They told me so many good things about you and your group.
Yes, thank you. And that they help you a lot in all the process.
And then obviously that helped me a lot with my decision. And I mean, I wouldn't think twice because I had the best of the world. I had Cynthia and Dr. Veronikis together.
Thank you. So it's a very pleasure to help you. Each time I have someone from another country, I'm very excited to live something else, and, practice my English because 5 years ago I was not able to speak English.
Your English is very good, Cynthia.
Thank you. Tell me, how did your surgeries go? And how do you feel 6 days after your surgery?
I mean, I feel remarkable well, taking in consideration the type of operation it is. I feel much better than when I put this mesh in. It took me 2 weeks to recover, and now in 6 days, I'm walking about, I'm helping in the house here, we're grooving together, and I feel really good. I think once I take everything that I need to take.
Yes, because you have a drain.
I still have a drain.
Because you have a
abdominal incision. So when I have all this gone, I think I'm a new me already. I am a new me already.
A new you.
A new me, yes.
Yes, good. So, and what did you learn about your surgery? What it was wrong about your mesh? Do you know a little bit about that?
What Dr. V explained is that because my pelvis is quite small, the mesh was already too big. It was a too big mesh for my body.
Do you remember?
22 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken.
22, and you are very petite.
And I'm very petite, and also I had some sort of a wound inside.
Like not a hernia, but something like that?
Something like that.
Yes, when they put the mesh in?
Yes. And then Dr. V looked after that.
Yes.
And the pain I had in the left leg is gone.
Yes,
completely
but your
gone.
mesh in the left was a little bit in the muscle. It was not supposed to be in the muscle of the leg.
Maybe that's why my left leg was really painful. And that pain is gone. Completely gone. So it's just, it's really...
Take that slowly, don't go on a treadmill and walk slowly, but it's very good to go walk and be with a group like that, give you more energy.
It does give you, because we give support to each other. So that's why here with Cynthia is a whole completely level of care.
So how is your experience so far with the girls, because they speak French. We have one friend who speaks Spanish. You are able to speak with her. But so we have English, French, Spanish in the house. How is it?
I feel very fortunate to know all these people and to know different women from different parts of the world. And but at least there's one thing that united us, which is the mesh. And we are helping each other. There's times that I've been a bit low because of the language barrier, but then I think it is normal, if there's more French than English, it's normal that they speak more their languages, but that quickly passes by. I think we are very emotional.
Yes, we have the translator that it helped a little bit.
And we had the translator.
Some women speak a little bit English.
I'm very glad that Cynthia put me with a Spanish lady, a lovely lady.
Yes. So you speak Spanish.
And we speak Spanish. I speak Portuguese. She understands my Portuguese. I understand her Spanish. So we are all good.
Good. And I always try, if I can, to put two women in the same
Which is lovely.
Yes.
And I thank you very much for that. Because it makes it much easier.
Yes, really, really. Thank you to be open.
Yes.
Because at the beginning we did not have Sonia with us.
No.
Yes. You said I'm right. I will manage.
Yes.
So this story don't have language. This is a story of women together. So French, Spanish, English don't care, because we are united by the mesh.
By the mesh, and I think and good. Hopefully I've made good friends as well for the future.
Yes, you can come in Quebec, France. Madrid.
Yes,
and
Madrid. You can come to London or
Portugal. For sure. I will go to France and stop to Spain and go to Portugal.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
Tell me in one word or in sentence, how would you describe this stage of your life?
Well, being a menopause woman, my life is already in a phase that my children are grown up and I need to think about me more.
Yes.
So this came all in a very good timing, because it's a timing that I'm going to prioritize myself and not others. I think I've been through a life of serving others.
Yes. So now you are the more
now
important.
I'm serving myself.
Yes.
Regardless, and knowing to say no.
Yes.
And putting me first.
Yes.
I want to travel more. I want to live the life that I have been able to live for the last 13 years, because the mesh wouldn't let me exercise and be more active. So yes, I want to relive and to reborn again. Because I feel that in my mind, I'm very young.
Yes.
And now that the body lets me do it, then
yes.
go for
Your
it.
Your body will come young
yes,
too.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Elisabete.
Thank you, Cynthia.
It was a pleasure to be with you. It's not done. You know, we have the beautiful meeting tonight with Dr. V.
Yes.
Tomorrow we go to the Arch. It's a very
I'm
beautiful moment.
Looking forward.
And tonight we do karaoke.
Oh,
you like that?
I am grooving.
Thank you, Elisabete.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you, and thank you very much, Dr. V. I'm blessed to be here.
Merci d'avoir été présent. Merci à mes invités d'avoir partagé leur expérience. Suivez-moi sur ma page Facebook L'Expérience à Mécher et mettez vos commentaires sur la vidéo. Un gros merci. Bye!